Escaping from my man cave, my father sees the edgy little shit I will grow up to be and gives me a name that will definitely not lead to me being bullied in school.
Let's see what you'll look like when you're all grown up.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Very strapping.
I have a feeling my mother isn't being genuine with me. Anyway, she dies as she can't handle the alpha male radiation coming off of me, and then we skip to me in ambulatory form, where my dad leaves me behind for milk and cigarettes. Apparently, opening the gate too quickly breaks the game. As to progress, I have to close the gate when the game says to open it? Whatever, point is that I make the ultimate alpha male build. 1 strength, charisma, and agility, as going outside to exercise or talk to people is beyond my comprehension, 7 perception for better lockpicking, 10 endurance as my fat rolls protect me like armor, 10 intelligence because I am enlightened, and 10 luck because I'll be lucky to even make it to adulthood. When my dad comes back, he tries to indoctrinate me into his cult at a young age, to which I have a reasonable crash out.
It's from the Bible.
Ah! No! Moderators of r/atheism, protect me!
The beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely.
Is it over? I think it's over.
When you turn 10, well, you're ready to take on your first official vault responsibilities.
Responsibilities? Like work and stuff? Pfft, lame.
Attention, everyone.
Once Palmer finally forks over her baked good...
Well now, young people were more polite back in my day.
I stuff it down my throat as quickly as possible, which pisses off Butch.
Give me that sweet roll you got from Old Lady Palmer. Dang, I love those sweet rolls Old Lady Palmer makes. You little... Just stay out of my way, you got it?
Huh, no.
What are you looking at?
Dad gets me a BB gun for my birthday, even though I really wanted a katana.
Maybe you haven't grown up as much as I'd thought.
But I still reluctantly use it and my elite FPS skills to hit the targets.
It's a rad roach.
Okay, I give up. I surrender. Wait, is that the roach that keeps me company in my room? Aw, come here, buddy. Well, I only meant to give it a back massage with my foot, but I guess this works too.
Good work.
Seeing some bullies harassing Amada, I help out by projecting my own bodily insecurities onto her.
You put on a couple of pounds, Amada?
Amada's got more chins than a Chinese phone book.
Hey, lard-ass.
Since school is lame, I pick my own skills, melee weapons for better use of my katana, and science since I spend all day on the computer. The last one is lockpick, which in hindsight probably should have been swapped out for sneak, as I never ended up picking that many things. Regrets aside, my dad has decided to stop being a basement dweller and go touch grass, leaving me with the blame. So now I have to get off my lazy ass and escape. Since the only way to get my trusty katana, Bloodstain, is by doing a whole ass DLC, I feel like it's fair to will it into existence at the very start. I don't want to have to do a level 1 pacifist run of Mothership Zeta on top of the actual challenge, and I'm guessing you don't want to watch that. Or maybe you do, you sadistic bastards. As you'd expect, the relatively late game samurai sword dices up Officer Kendall before the roaches can get a taste. I save Butch's mom from peril in the hopes that she'll reward me, and it seems like she's going to.
Come on, sit down and have a drink with me.
But as it turns out, she's not one for conversation.
God, I could... Come on, sit down. Come on, sit down. Come on, sit down. Where did those... Come on, sit down. Where did those... God, I could really use a drink right now.
Being unable to bang Butch's mom in front of him enrages me so much that the next few moments become a blur. I'm not really sure what happened, but I'm sure it had nothing to do with me. Officer Mac gets officer whacked, and I threaten to do the same to Amada if the Overseer doesn't give me the password. I then pry the glasses off Jonas's corpse and don them, not because I actually need them to see, but just so I can tip them up at people while saying, actually. Opening the vault door, I give Amada a chance to join my harem before I set off on my G.E.C.K adventure.
I would, if I only cared about myself. I guess it's time for you to deal with your father issues while I deal with mine. Good luck. I will miss you, you know.
Disappointed, but not surprised, I make my escape and Amada seals the vault behind me so I can't go crawling back. Can't say I blame her. Touching grass and feeling the sunlight burn my pale ass for the first time in my life, I level up, getting explosives to 25 for Megaton and rounding out a few other skills to give me a decent head start. For my perk, I choose Daddy's Boy to represent my inner man-child. Before I forget, I set my speech and barter skills to minus 999 to represent my lack of social skills. This means that even if I raise my charisma or speech and barter skills by themselves, any speech check will become 0 and my barter won't have any effect on trading. Finding some Nuka-Cola, aka God's given nectar, well, science's given nectar, I chug it down without a thought. Ah, that's refreshing after so many years of drinking, vault water.
It's better. Wow. Who the fuck drinks this shit?
Breaking into Silver's home, I put her ass to sleep and tuck her in with a nice drink and a hit of amphetamine, to be chivalrous of course. She has a huge amount of caps for the early game, and her home contains some choice stuff to sell, as well as some Instamash that I can pack my wounds with. In Megaton, I make a good first impression on the mayor.
You've got a weird look about you, boy. The kind that means trouble. Fucking psycho wastelanders.
I then head to the bar and get a good look at Nova's, personality. Seeing the potential to build up my harem, I consider asking her for her services, but ultimately get cold feet and chicken out. It's fine, there's plenty of fish in the sea. I get a job from Lucy West to be a courier, as that quest contains an important piece of equipment for later. Then, a sly snake of a man beckons me over with an offer to destroy the whole town.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance. If this settlement were to go away, why, who would really care? The undetonated atomic bomb for which this town is named is still very much alive.
I hit him with my best r/I am very badass line, and then tattletale on him to the sheriff, who violates his personal space and aims his rifle at his ballsack as a power move. Before Burke can be placed under arrest, even though I don't think Megaton has a jail.
You've made a grievous error in judgment. Watch your back.
Okay, capping the sheriff I could have lived with, but threatening me? You crossed the wrong G.E.C.K protagonist.
Watch out!
Good riddance.
The main reason I did all this was for Burke's fedora and Lucas Sims' trench coat. Combine these two with the glasses, and my epic gamer ensemble is complete. The hat gives me bonus perception, and the coat is pretty armored, so this will be a nice help going forward. I didn't actually remember to take Lucas's coat until later because I am big dumb, so that's why I'm going naked for the time being. Before I run off looking for my dad, I'd like to prepare some more with some odd jobs. I head into the nearby store and see another girl that has potential for my harem, but as soon as I glance at her toolbox...
Don't try anything.
You know what? Fair. She tasked me with demonstrating how to survive in the Wasteland, the first subject being radiation. The atomic bomb in the middle of the town makes that simple, and I even disarm it as part of the bargain. I then order comfort food to help me through the rad sickness when I see that Jenny sells 3 cups of ramen. Okay, she's officially my dream gal. I get rewarded for disarming the bomb, steal a spare fedora from Burke, steal a spare sword from Jericho, learn about the Children of Adam loonies.
It's a shame that you so easily mock us without even knowing our doctrine.
And wipe them all out for the glory of Reddit.
Hey!
Don't even think about it.
Come forth and drink the water.
Luckily, waiting 2 days is enough for Megaton to forget about my crimes. My next task for Moira is to infiltrate a grocery store, which is good as I really needed a snack break. I start out by sneaking up on and then using VATS to take out the first raider, then hiding in a side room so they funnel in, allowing me to ambush them. This levels me up, where I put points into melee weapons and repair and get the Educated perk, which you should always get as soon as possible. The extra repair skill will be handy for combining weapons and armor together to clear out carry weight, due to my non-existent strength. The rest of the raiders go down through a mix of sneaking and VATS.
Wanna be my new boyfriend?
Oh, that actually sounds lovely. Ow! You hit me? You're dead! Well, I guess I won't be adding any raiders to my harem anytime soon. With my hacking skills, I'm able to break into the storeroom and grab a bunch of delicious Nuka-Cola, as well as some glow-in-the-dark bottles. Just a shame they don't match the RGB glow of my keyboard. I stalk and kill one more of the raiders, but outnumbered and satisfied with the food and medicine I found, I make a tactical retreat from the rest. Moira gives me some more food, but more importantly, the food sanitizer as a reward. It makes almost all food and drink heal 20% more, so it's practically essential given the rules. The last task for now is walking into a giant minefield and bringing back one of the landmines for later. No pressure. Coincidentally, that's in the same direction as a few trinkets I want, so I head off right away. I'm not exactly sure how, but on my first attempt, trying to VATS kill a mole rat teleports me onto an overpass, where some raiders proceed to roast me alive. On my next try, I just have to put down a few dogs as I make my way to the Meresti Metro, which is full of traps, sure, but I can easily disarm or flat out avoid them. Ow. Ignore that. I bribe the doorman to get into a gang called The Family, who are also a bunch of pale, reclusive basement dwellers like me. I think we're gonna get along just fine. No, never mind. Your leader has a cool trench coat I want.
Don't even think about it.
I'm hit! No!
Vance's long coat has better armor and stats, plus it doesn't have the sheriff star on it, so it's more visually fitting as well. To escape, I pump my body full of enough sodium to kill a family of slugs, and run my ass out as fast as my chubby little legs will take me. I also have to kill the oddly naked doorman on my way out. In Minefield, I learned that cola isn't enough to plug 308-sized bullet wounds. On my second try, I stick to the sides at first, then make a beeline to the sniper's lookout while jumping to throw off his aim. While Arkansas may hit hard, he's ultimately just a frail, unarmored old man, so he goes down quite easily. Doing this lets me escape unbothered, and more importantly, take his stash of Nuka-Colas and Dandy Boy apples. On the way to the Rod, I come across some ghouls, and oddly have no other option than to be a total dick to them. Always found that weird. Now, you may be wondering, Edge, what exactly is the Rod? Well, the Republic of Dave, of course. It's where I find the Perception bobblehead, which when combined with my hat and glasses maxes out the stat to 10. That will be handy for lockpicking and seeing things on my compass sooner. Speaking of lockpicking, after killing some mole rats, I level up, where I can get the skill to 50. I also take the last rank of Daddy's Boy so I can get my science to 60 and crank it up to 75 on my next level up. I figure that now's the time to deliver that letter for Lucy, so I...
Hang on, you're not one of them. I nearly blasted you in two.
Wait, what exactly did you use on me? There was no beep of a landmine and I didn't see you move in the slightest, so what blew me up there? Maybe he's a psyker, I don't know. I check on everybody in Arfu, as they seem to have been harassed by the same people I ran from earlier, and I find that the West family is dead. I also put my lockpick skill to good use to get the repair bobblehead. I already know where the family is, so that's not the problem. The guns they can use to turn me into shredded loser, that's the problem. Luckily, Moira has something that can help me sneak better, and all I have to do for her is slip a ring camera into a pile of crab eggs. On the way there, I slay you-know-who out of force of habit, and take great delight in watching her spasm in the throes of death. The actual mission is as simple as running like a little sissy, planting the eggs, and continuing to run like a little sissy. In return, I get the Shady Hat, which offers +5 sneak when compared to my standard fedora. Now, my epic gamer ensemble is 100% complete. To wipe out the rest of the family, I pop a stealth boy, sneak kill Alan, and use VATS to quickly sneak kill Justin. Then I corner, disarm, and disembowel Brianna before getting behind Carl and scratching his back with my blade. With that, I find Ian West and use his sister's note to convince him to go back to Arfu. This gives me free reign to loot the place. My reward for saving the town from a colony of vampires is... a beer. Maybe I should have let them trash the place after all. Alright, enough preparation. Time to find my deadbeat father. On the way there, I come across something I've never seen before. A scavenger with a Gatling laser tearing shit up. Not sure where we got that thing, and I might not want to know. I also kill a dog or two, almost get blown up by the Talons, kill a robot, and get shot at by some raiders before making it to Smith Casey's, where I proceed to play Pest Exterminator. Finally back in the dark, damp underground, my natural environment, I'm stopped by a robo-brain with a, well, kind of a cute voice.
Please redress in your Vault-Tec-issued vault suit before proceeding.
Unfortunately, no ports compatible with biological functions. Ah well, plenty of fish in the sea. I'm excited at first to finally be able to relax and play a VR game, but upon seeing how hideous the simulation has interpreted me, I decide this place has to be shut down. Immediately. So, I pull the old and escape as the place is no-scoped by tryhards. After rescuing my dad, I tell him to fuck off to Rivet City on his own and level up, putting points into sneak and melee weapons and getting toughness to make up for my lack of armor. I put sneak to use right away to slip past the troll raiders near the Citadel, then it's a pretty straightforward swim to the memorial. I decide to just clear out the memorial now to save time, which, thanks to sneak attacks, VATS, and disarming, isn't the hardest thing in the world. I can even use my science skill to disable the turret. My main strategy is to sneak up to a mutant, ambush them in VATS, and then focus on disarming them. Once that happens, I stand in front of them so they can't get their weapon back, and swing for the fences until they go down.
Why, you stupid human!
With that out of the way, I swim over to Rivet City and attempt to flirt with Angela Staley.
What? That's gross. I'm not some whore. Get away from me before I call security.
Yeah, that's what most girls say to me. I get it.
Hey, stranger. Wanna buy a girl a drink?
Ooh, okay.
Hey, good looking. How come you haven't bought me a drink yet?
Okay, now you're just gonna make me blush. Here you are, m'lady.
Now that's what I like in a man. Enough caps to buy a lady a drink.
Huh? Wait, but, you're not gonna be my waifu? There's no follow-up to this? Curse you, thought! Okay, maybe I overreacted. A little. Anyways, I buy and steal some snacks from the diner before making my way to... oh no. A church? Time to show these suckers the power of science.
There's more where that came from!
You remember your mother's favorite passage? Revelation 21:6.
God damn it, I told you I don't like Bible quotes!
What in God's name is wrong with you? Hello, son.
Sorry, lost control of my temper again. I do all of his mindless busy work until the big scary guys in black devil-horned armor arrive. Huh, they're almost as edgy as me. Unfortunately, they aren't here to talk, so I'm forced to feed their souls to Bloodstain. This levels me up, where I get repair and science to 75, letting me hack hard terminals, and melee weapons to 70. I also get the Bloody Mess perk, so I can... my enemies. Also, I feel like Bloodstain would appreciate making a bloody mess, you know? As the Enclave attempts to take over the Purifier, my dad commits seppuku by gamma radiation to stop them, leaving me and Dr. Lee to escape the memorial. The ghouls here are no match for Bloodstain, but Lee stops us due to Garza's heart condition, and I don't have enough medicine to treat him. So I attempt to treat him via surgery. It doesn't end well. For some reason, even though Garza is demonstrably dead on the floor, Dr. Lee still acts like we have to save him. This leaves me soft-locked. Reloading a save, I'm forced to just kill Garza to prevent this from happening, which nobody seems to have a problem with. All that's left is a few more ghouls before we're home free, us reporting back to the Citadel and finding out that Vault 87 has what we need to fix Project Purity. The idea of making people drink water, even if it's purified, is abhorrent, so I go to the Nuka-Cola capital, Girdershade, to cleanse my palate. Inside, I see a girl running around her house like a madwoman, probably from caffeine overdose. Once she calms down, we have a lovely chat about my favorite soft drink.
I have one of the... No. The best Nuka-Cola collection in the capital Wasteland. I've won the Nuka-Cola Fan Club Collection Award for the last 10 years in a row. Membership is open to the public.
And she even gives me a tour of her collection.
By 2067, a Nuka-Cola machine such as this rare, pristine model could be found on almost every street in America.
Actually, you can see some weathering on the paint right about. Besides those minor discrepancies, I think I might have just found my dream girl.
Well, it does have the unique property of making your pee glow.
Never mind, I definitely found my dream girl. Whatever she needs done, I'm willing to do it. You know, as long as it doesn't involve physical exertion, or any kind of effort for that matter.
I'm gonna be the first one to tap into her goods, not you. I'd love to do the horizontal bop with her, you know, plow her bean field.
Oh no. Oh no 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 no. You are not taking my manic pixie dream waifu away from me, mister. Yandere special attack, go!
No!
I'm sure she'll understand. But since I can't focus on one thing at a time, I decide now is the time for me to get the melee weapons bobblehead. Since I leveled up during this, collecting the bobblehead bumped my melee skill to 100, meaning I am truly a master of wielding Japanese craftsmanship. Clearing out the Dunwich building will also be important for something I'm doing, right now in fact. Yep, I'm going to Point Lookout to cleanse the place of any religion I can find. Heading to Marcella's tent, I find out she's some kind of neo-Christo cultist, putting her on my shit list. I then head to a cool-looking house in the distance, only for an old man to send me out to look for a book. Marcella informs me that the book is a conduit for dark spirits or something, so I head out to find it right away, even if I don't really trust her. Getting the book is quite simple, but once you pick it up, a bunch of mutant rednecks appear behind you and begin running around. Even with a stealth boy, they'll detect you if you make contact, so it's not completely trivial to escape. I do get detected and shot halfway through, but manage to crawl out by the skin of my teeth. I head back to the outpost only to find Marcella dead, good riddance, and a message from her telling me to burn the book. When I head outside, there's a bunch of hostile smugglers, and due to my low health, they finish me off quickly. The winning strategy turns out to be healing, sneak killing the first smuggler, then rushing up to the second and using VATS to take her down. Then, I ambush the last one around the corner of the tent with VATS as well. Before leaving Point Lookout to destroy this thing, I get revenge on Obadiah for almost getting me killed. Also because he's like an eldritch cultist. Then it's a simple matter of crawling back through the Dunwich building, killing the naked ghoul with an AK, and burning the book at the obelisk of Ugqualoth, which also burns the rest of the ghouls around it, making them easier to put down. Finally, the dark forces working against r/atheism have been vanquished. But, wait, hear me out on Ugqualoth. She's kinda... No, don't be tempted, Edge. You still have Sierra waiting to join your harem. The first part of the Nuka-Cola plant contains robotic security, and while they hit hard, they're also quite slow, meaning I can cut them down before they can really fight back. The second part contains Nuka-Lurks, which are, well, a bit too much for me. To combat these foes, I'm gonna need a lot more healing. I'm sure Sierra won't mind if I borrow a few rations of cola, will she? Huh. She left me. God damn it, why do I always flub it with the cute ones? Well, I guess now I have to find another option for my waifu.
Oh, hi there. I'm Bittercup. Finally, someone who doesn't judge me. Just because I'm different doesn't mean that I'm some sort of freak, you know? No one gets that. They're all like, blah, 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 blah. What's wrong with that girl? God, it's so nice to have someone who understands. Oh yeah? What is it? Not that I care what you think.
Oh my god, she's a tsundere.
That's why I never go out during the day. The moon has such a better shine to it than the sun.
And she's a goth girl. Alright, Edge, be calm. Make your move.
You're not, seeing anyone right now, are you?
Oh, well, I need to get going. But come back and visit me sometime, okay?
Wow, she gave me a message like one of my Discord kittens. Alright, let's wait a bit and see what happens.
You came to visit. Here, this is for you.
Oh my god. She just gave me ramen. She's perfect. I actually have a goth GF! Oh my god, I can show her my anime figurine collection, then we could play video games together and... Okay, calm yourself, Edge. We still have a capital Wasteland to save. Starting with wiping out all the dirty hippies.
Assault! You will be destroyed, outsider!
What have you done? This is hopeless!
How dare you come into Oasis and shoot up the place?
Well, technically, I didn't shoot them up, I sliced them up. Anyways, I'm gonna go before I have to touch more grass. Ugh. I head to the town of Little Lamplight, which, as I quickly learn, is comprised entirely of children. Since I'm not legally allowed near children, I politely leave. Okay, fine, I guess I don't have a choice. In order to be let in, I have to rescue their friends from Pleasure Island, I mean Paradise Falls. Due to my low karma and high amount of money, this is a trivial affair. What's more, I can put my science skill to good use by skipping Murder Pass. Doing this levels me up, where I get Sneak to 50, Science to 90, and the Finesse perk, which works very well with Bloodstain's high critical damage. For the super mutants in the vault, I use the same tactics as the Memorial, sneaking, ambushing them in vats, and disarming them. Since I'm sitting on a stockpile of quantums, I use them to get an extra hit in vats, which is a real lifesaver as brutes are starting to appear much more commonly. Using these tactics and burning through a lot of my healing items, I'm able to work my way through the mutants and free Fox so he can do the rest for me. To be fair, I'm not a complete couch potato here, I do help him out somewhat. After all, I can always appreciate helping a fellow intellectual. Once he gets the G.E.C.K, he hands it to me. Twice, for some reason.
Here's the G.E.C.K. Here's the G.E.C.K.
And I escape, only to get... and kidnapped by the Enclave. Luckily, the president of the Enclave saves my ass, as he wants to have a word with me. This levels me up, where I get Science to 100 to become a member of the PC Master Race, and use Here and Now to get Sneak to 85 in the Night Person perk, purely for role-playing purposes. While I could easily use a Stealth Boy to cheese this section, I wanted to see how far I could get without one.
I'm sorry you see it that way. What are you going to do? Kill me over?
Hey there. Bye.
I talked to President Eden, who turns out to be an AI chatbot, and let's just say he speaks my language.
What I am about to ask of you may seem a bit based. Our land is ravaged by normies. We must rid ourselves of the normies that have plagued us for so long. Tumblerites, nine-gaggers, swabloys. If the normie purifier can be activated, it can be used to distribute shitposts that will eliminate any normie upon observation.
While I agree with his plan, I may have gone a bit too far about flexing my intelligence, as I accidentally command him to kill himself. Oh well, that'll make escaping easier at least. Now all that's left is to follow this huge clanker to Project Purity.
You've done enough to be an honorary member of Lion's Pride. You don't have to be an ass about it.
I level up one last time, where I get Sneak to 100 and the Nerd Rage perk, again for role-playing. Now my alpha male build is truly complete. As long as I stay a healthy distance away from Prime and watch out for exploding cars, there's not much that can threaten me. There are a few Enclave soldiers to take out, but nothing I haven't dealt with before. But, pro tip, don't try to take out a helicopter with a katana. It won't end well. I use a stealth boy to sneakily kill the remaining soldiers while Sarah Lyons distracts them, then break into the purifier to end things once and for all.
Keep firing! They bleed just like anything else!
Ow! Every bone in my body is broken. Although the same thing happens when I'm forced to exercise, so it's really not that bad. Ow. I insert the 4chan virus into the purifier to cleanse all the normies from my board, then send Sarah Lyons in, as I can't risk tainting my alpha male figure with radiation. With that, the day is won, but more importantly, I've finally gotten a waifu in this unforgiving wasteland. With that, I've proven that yes, you can beat Fallout. Oh no. My immune system has been compromised too much from eating junk food. The radiation is... oh god. It's been fun, guys, but it looks like Edge Deathknell was about to suffer an epic fail moment. Press F to pay respects.
And with that, Edge Deathknell's frail and pathetic body collapses from the residual radiation emitted by the purifier, making Sarah Lyon's heroic sacrifice in vain. Brotherhood scribes attempt to save him, but find a disturbing amount of simple carbohydrates and sodium in all his major organs. Combine this with a lack of exercise and personal hygiene, and Edge succumbs to complete immunocompromisation. Bittercup, his waifu, upon hearing the news, shrugs and says,
"Meh, I already had like 5 other guys lined up. No biggie."
Edge Deathknell, by last request, is incinerated, and his ashes are placed in a Doritos bag, buried in an unmarked grave in the far stretches of the capital wasteland, and nothing of value was lost.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching yet another video. I appreciate any support you can give me so I can make similar content for you in the future. If you liked the video, leave a like or subscribe. It only takes a second, but it helps me grow a ton. If you didn't like the video, leave a dislike and give constructive criticism so I can improve. Also, leave your ideas for new videos in the comments. I read all the comments that come my way and put your ideas at the end of each video. Who knows, your idea might even become an official video. If you really want to support me, go to my Patreon or become a channel member, which will get you shouted out, guarantee an opportunity to chat with me, and make your ideas much more likely to become reality. Plus, it's only 17 cents a day. Even just 20 subscribers to my Patreon would mean a lot to me, and help me put out even better content. Check me out on Reddit or Discord using the links in the description if you want to chat, or check out my second channel, The Loophole, for some extra content. This is Causal Loop, signing off. Peace.